Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
In the delicate arena of compliance, every conversation matters. Traditional methods can leave callers feeling unheard, but Ethico changes the game. Our empathetic interview technique reshapes compliance calls into powerful, compassionate interactions, ensuring no crucial detail is missed. It's about creating a conversation that matters, that resonates, that makes a difference. Be the change in your compliance approach. See the transformation for yourself at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo, try our free ROI calculator, and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, The ROI of Compliance.
The Daily Compliance News for July 9, 2024. The Boeing agrees to plead guilty edition. And we, of course, begin with this story. Boeing, according to the New York Times and all other major publications, Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a felony in a deal with the Justice Department. This is along the terms of what the DOJ had proposed over the weekend to Boeing to plead guilty to one charge of conspiracy to defraud the government over its fatal 737 MAX crashes. And it is, of course, because of its ongoing failure to create an effective compliance program leading to the crisis that has enveloped the company in 2024. Boeing will pay a $487.2 million fine and invest at least $455 million over the next 3 years to strengthen its compliance and safety program. The company will be put on probation, supervised by the court, and there will be a monitor. More on that as that story develops. But Boeing has agreed to the government's terms. Next up from the Wall Street Journal, multiple reporters on a huge story of insurers who pocketed over $50 billion from Medicare for diseases no doctor treated, were not anatomically possible, or never existed. And a wide variety of insurers under the Medicare Advantage program did this. It's a $450 billion a year system in place to supplement Medicare. And it turns out they've been defrauding the government for years. So I hope they go after these people with everything they got. Next up from Reuters, not surprisingly, Tesla does not want to pay the winning lawyers who required a revote on the pay package for Elon Musk. They have requested a legal fee of $7 billion because they got a $56 billion pay package thrown out. Tesla wants no part of that. Of course, no surprise there. Nevertheless, the fees are very, very large, however you might look at it. And finally, closing arguments in the Senator Robert Menendez case. The government says he was greedy and simply wanted money. Gee, a U.S. Senator, imagine that. The defense's argument will be in the morning, so we will see what the defense says, but I assume they will say his wife did it. Good luck with that. As I mentioned at the start of this podcast, this month's sponsor for the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico. Have you ever wondered how to show the ROI of your compliance program? Have you struggled with the budgeting process, getting the funds you want for your compliance program? Well, I've partnered with Ethico to put together a white paper on the ROI of compliance, which shows you not only how to demonstrate ROI, but also how to speak finance when you're sitting across from the CFO with your budget proposals. Check out the website and get the white paper. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.